So we're here in season 2 of Diablo Immortal, and it's time for me to bring you new builds across the board. We're starting off the season with the Wizard. I need to thank Sovereign from the Scrappy Echoes clan for supplying and filling me in on today's build. Starting things off, the Legacy of the Haradrim. You can see how it's built out here. Now, of course, you're going to be doing your Legacy of the Haradrim, unlocking as much as you can, as quickly as you can. It's not as specific, but you do notice that he went for life. 1,240 extra life was his focus when he was utilizing his Legacy. Now, you'll notice he's going for the set items. He's going with the Grace of the Flagellant, which many people are. I'm doing the same thing for my Barbarian build as well. It's going to enhance by 15% your channeling skills, and that has a lot to do with this Wizard build. So that's his goal, to get all of the Grace of the Flagellant pieces as his set items. So far, he's got himself the hands and he's got himself the feet as well, but that's it. But again, it only takes 2 set items to unlock that 15% channeling. Now, the headpiece being worn is the Cowl of the Abyss. Now, the black hole is going to be increased by 20%, which is a skill that we're going to see later on inside of this build. And as far as the gems go, he's utilizing the Blessing of the Worthy. Now, this is a 3 out of 5-star gem. We understand that you guys may not have gems of that caliber. Maybe you're rocking 1-star gems as well. So you're gonna want to put the best 1-star gems, the ones that you like the most, and upgrade them as high as you can. If you're not someone rocking some of these higher 5-star gems, it's totally okay. But if you have them, Blessing of the Worthy was one that was available in the shop. If you decide to spend money inside of the game, it's available there for you. If you don't, that's cool too. There's other options for the actual build, but put the best gems that you can on and upgrade them as high as you can. And we're going to be focusing more on the gear and skills for this build here today. The chest piece is Starcaller's Drapery, and this is a 3-stat that he has rocking right now. This is going to increase the radius of Meteor by 20%. And again, a 2 out of 5-star gem, Phoenix Ashes, which is essentially going to bring you back to life if you die. If you have this gem, you should be using it, especially for PvP. If you don't, fill it in with a 1-star or 2-star that you prefer. Shoulders of the Cataclysm, again, another triple stat pair of shoulders or piece of gear right now. Meteor damage increased by 10% on this one as well. And he's using Howler's Call, a 3 out of 5-star gem. Again, same as we mentioned before. If you have the 5 stars, pop them in there. You're going to be able to get more gem resonance. But if you don't, upgrade those ones. Starcaller's Breeches, another triple stat here on the legs. Doing a nice job finding those triple stat set items, or gear items, I should say, and being able to rock most of his legendary gear as triple stat. And the legendary ability is Meteor Shower. Meteor now continually damages enemies in an area, but no longer stuns. So instead of that one big meteor, it's going to be a bombardment of meteors coming down, offering a longer time damage, less time to heal, more time taking damage. And the gem that he's using is a 3 of 5 Seeping Bile. Now, on a conversation with Sovereign, he mentioned that he likes Seeping Bile because it's going to continuously damage over time. Not only because of the damage it does, but he likes it because it doesn't allow his enemies or his opponents to heal. While you're taking damage, you can't heal. So it kind of takes them out of the fight for 6 seconds while they're feeling the after effects of Seeping Bile. It's actually a gem that I'd like to be able to pick up. I don't have it yet, but I love the idea of it, specifically with ranged characters here like the Wizard. Wind Shaper is the weapon that he's wearing, the primary, and it's got a double stat, so no triple stat on this one. The legendary ability is Hungering Wind. Arcane Wind now summons a tornado that follows enemies and continually damages all enemies in its path. And again, another 5-star or 3 out of 5-star gem, the Echoing Shade, which essentially is going to make another one of you. So another wizard next to you, which will be doing the same things that you're doing, but it's going to have 50% the damage. So not quite as strong as you are. Unrepentant Gale is the second item, the second weapon, and again, another double stat. And the legendary ability here is going to maximum Arcane Wind charge increased by 1, so be able to have more of those Arcane Wind charges. Big part of this build. And he's rocking the Blood-Soaked Jade, 3 out of 5-star gem. He is gemmed out right here on this build. All right, here we go again. He's utilizing Black Hole, which is going to conjure a black hole for 3 seconds at a location, which will pull in all the enemies. Disintegrate he's using as well, which is going to be that beam that, you know, busts things up. I don't play as a wizard, but he does, and he does really well with it. Arcane Wind is a huge part of this build, and Magic Missile. Some of these have the modifications from the set pieces that we have been wearing. And for the Paragon tree, he's spec'd it out over here in the Gladiator tree, doing a really nice job, looking very similar to what I did to my Barbarian as well. Focusing on that cheat death, giving yourself an extra life along the way, getting all the way to damage at the end at 25 out of 25. Remember, when you're doing your Paragon tree, your active Paragon tree will use all of the skills on the tree that you've illuminated, that you've lightened up. But if it's an inactive tree, it's only going to use the ones that are circle. Any squares will not be active. And he's also going with the Treasure Hunter tree, which he has right now as his active tree. Remember, it depends on if you're going to be farming or how you're going to be using it. You could quickly click in and out of what is active, but this is where his Treasure Hunters lie. Now, something that I noticed from when I played the Wizard in the past is it's probably the class that takes the most precision and the most skill. I'm the guy that likes to go in with a Barbarian or a Crusader and just, you know, ground and pound and just beat people down. But with the Wizard, you can't do that. You have to be a lot more precise with your attacks, and you have to really just have a lot more skill, in my opinion, as a player. Sovereign's going to be demonstrating that really well as he takes down a bunch of enemies inside of this Elder Rift. We can notice how he pulls everything in with Black Hole, utilizes Arcane Wind, and just how he synergizes his skill together. He makes note that you're going to want to save your skills to all work in unison, and if they're not prepared to work together, you're going to hold off until they are ready to go. It's nice that we have those extra charges and can use them more often so that you're able to synergize all of these skills together to get the maximum amount of damage. As you can see, him doing it, Arcane Wind and Black Hole over and over again, just really crushing the enemies. We spoke of in the past how I thought the Wizard was one of the weaker character classes. I mean, he makes that look a little bit untrue, and maybe it is. The Wizard is looking good. Definitely doesn't have that HP, but does have the ability to drop damage really quickly. And as he gets here to the Elder Rift boss, we're going to be able to see him just throw a lot of damage down. Notice, he's 87 Paragon at this point in time. Now, when you're watching this video, he's well beyond. This has gone through editing and all of that, which definitely takes a couple of days. So he's probably well into his 90s, maybe near Paragon 100 at the point that you're watching this video. But for Season 2, I think this is a good place to feature a build. A lot of people are looking for a Wizard build for this season at this Paragon level. So Sovereign hooked us up coming out of the Scrappy Echoes. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that this Wizard build helps you in Season 2 of Diablo Immortal. Let me know in the comments section below if you like the build, and remember, I'm featuring new builds every single month inside of Diablo Immortal for all character classes. If you have a build that you want me to feature or take a look at, let me know in the comment section below, or even better, come through the Scrappy Echoes Discord server. It's linked down below. Share your builds with me and we can see if they can make it inside of a video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sub and ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Now be good.